Hey everyone, and welcome to South Korea. Today we're going to be exploring the Yongin-si city in Korea. Now, it's one of the largest cities in the Gyeonggi province. It roughly has a population of about 1 million people, and it's pretty quiet. But we're about to walk into the main town here, so you're going to see a massive juxtaposition from where we are right now. A little bit of a fun fact. This building that we're looking at right here, this Height Jinro, this is the largest producer of soju in Korea, which soju is kind of like a spirit. It's an alcoholic drink. It is extremely popular here in Korea and all throughout other parts of the world. It is a Saturday, so the business district here is pretty quiet, but it's kind of nice. You have these beautiful views overlooking the mountains in the distance. I'll try to zoom in for you. And it's roughly 80 degrees, bright sunshine, blue skies. And right up here are some of the single family homes that have these gorgeous views overlooking the city. They're kind of like duplex little setups there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and walk down the mountain, if you will. We'll check out the main subway station, and then we'll check out the little town, which actually turns into quite large of a town. There's tons of restaurants, shops. I mean, arguably, you could probably say hundreds of coffee shops, cafes. It's very unique. Something that really struck me also walking around different parts of Korea outside of Seoul is just the mixture of agriculture within the communities. I mean, they're growing different types of crops here. You'll see a lot more as we continue to walk. And then you have these awesome kind of backdrops amongst the apartment buildings with these massive mountains. It's a really cool experience. Also, it may not seem like it, but the public transportation here is amazing. When I first arrived here, came in through Incheon Airport, I bought a bus ticket, which was roughly $6, and it took me right into the heart of Seoul in just under an hour. Now from here you have this subway, which actually looks like the Metro Mover in Miami, which is kind of funny. It comes into this station right here. We'll see it in a minute. I actually think one of the subways is pulling into the station now. So the buses, in terms of transportation, is really amazing, but also the trains are fantastic as well. Another thing you'll notice about Korea when you come here is just the gradient. You could walk up these massive hills, and it's like all these different homes and apartment complexes, office buildings are built into the side of the mountain. So it's pretty much like a workout you're getting every single day just walking around. This is now Dongbek. This is a major highway that'll take you right into Seoul. We're just coming from an area where it has a lot of single-family homes, more like townhouse-style homes, which is very quiet up there. I'm actually not really used to it, being in New York City with so much noise. It's almost like eerily quiet up there. It's like very peaceful. But now that we're coming down the hill and crossing the street, it's going to look completely different. It's going to be a total 180. Okay, this big building we're looking at right now is the subway station. So this is the Dongbek Yongin Severance Hospital. This is where you have that Metro Mover looking thing coming by. Another thing you'll notice in Korea is the countdowns here. So this is how many seconds you have to wait until you could cross the street. It's not like New York City where you could cross against the light. They definitely do not do that here. So you must wait until it turns green in order to cross. Up here you have a little cool cafe, coffee shop. All right, looks like we got the light. Another cool feature about Korea is they have these umbrellas here. So if you're waiting to cross, you don't have to bake out in the sun. You could just stand under the umbrellas, which is pretty cool. Under the subway tracks here, or the train tracks, is this beautiful running and biking path, and it circles all through the woods. It's really, really amazing. Here you're going to start to see some of the buses come into view, and this is really going to turn into a vibrant city here. Lots of people walking around. All of these bikes that you see right here is a company called Kakao Bike. So if you've downloaded the application Kakao Talk, that's one of the main communications applications in Korea. And they have these rideshare services like Uber, and they also have the bike share services here. Now for everybody commuting into Seoul for work, you'll notice they just put their bicycles right here. And you'll notice there's no bike locks on them, which really kind of took me back, because I used to take the Long Island Railroad into the city in Manhattan every day. And even when I would double and triple lock my bike, the bikes would still get stolen. So here, people just leave their stuff around. It's an unbelievably high trust society. Now, all up and down here at night, all in these buildings, are just rows of restaurants, Korean barbecue places, different kinds of shops. And the prices are very affordable too. I actually went to this place the other day. Everything's like 5,000 Korean won, 6,000 Korean won. It's only like a few dollars and you can get, 10 to 20 dumplings. Here you have little convenience stores here. And if I zoom in up top, these are all different styles of Korean barbecue restaurants. I mean, the amount of variety here is pretty insane. And just keep a mental note of all the coffee shops you see. So this Composed Coffee is one of them. This place across the street is very good. It's called a Twosome Place. Here's another K barbecue restaurant. And here's yet even more restaurants. You have a Paris baguette, which is a Korean brand, by the way. A lot of people think it is a French brand, but it is Korean. This is another really good coffee shop, this place. Mega Coffee. I come here often. And you'll also notice that there's kind of two situations here. There's two ways where you could order. You could stand and order at the kiosk and they'll give it to you from the window. Or you could go inside and sit down and eat, drink your coffee and study, really whatever you want to do. Very convenient. And then across the street are a lot of the apartment complexes. And then again, more of the different bikes and rideshare scooters. You'll see a lot of eyeglass shops and optometrists all over the place. A great thing about Korea is it's not like the United States where it takes days to get glasses, sometimes weeks to get prescriptions for your contacts and things. You can literally walk into any glasses store you want and walk out with a prescription pair of glasses and contact lenses. So every time I come to Korea, I buy 2 or 3 years worth of contacts for like $100, and I get seen literally the same day when you walk in, and you walk out with all your contacts. It's the most incredible thing ever. Nice little grocery store here. One thing I love about Korea, and it's pretty much been in a lot of the Korean cities and towns that I've been in, is just the very aggressive advertising on the storefronts and the different shops. Like, everything is so colorful, in your face. It makes it for like a really, really cool viewing experience, especially at night. Like all the electronic billboards and the signs. It's pretty cool. Again, more restaurants. And the air quality has been really, really amazing since I've been here. And it hasn't been too overbearingly hot. There's another coffee shop here. Like I said, Korean culture is huge on cafes and coffee shops. And that was the subway that just went by.
이제는 나한테 전화했어.
Here's another K barbecue place. You could literally try a different Korean barbecue spot every single day and probably not try the same place twice for like 2 years. I really just enjoy walking around these different cities and looking at all the advertising, like the different billboards. Here's a Korean 7-Eleven. It's roughly 5:50 p.m. right now. If you do this same walk, I'd say maybe about 8 or 9 p.m., you'll see a lot of the outdoor seating start to set up.
굴동공 걸으면서 그 몇 달 전부터 진짜 좋다. 근데 그냥 뻥뻥 뜬 거야. 근데 진짜
Lots of different hotels down this strip too. I ate over here last night. This is a bar. You'll see people eating out, having a drink after work. A very popular thing in Korean culture is mainly the nightlife. So if you work to say, 7 or 8 o'clock at night, it is very normal to go out after work with your coworkers to 1, 2, even 3 o'clock in the morning, like with your boss, and eat and drink. One of the famous dishes is called chimak, which is essentially fried chicken and beer. Is popular to eat after work. And here's another mega coffee location. As we're waiting for the light, we'll kind of explore this block. See, just the volume of restaurants really blow me away. There's so many choices, it's insane. This K barbecue is 14,000 won, which, for some perspective, I mean, think about trying to get K barbecue in New York City. I mean, the price is maybe, I mean, my God. I mean, 1,400 or 14,000 Korean wons, what, 10 bucks? Last night, I had this massive K barbecue meal that fed about 4 of us, and it came to $40. Now, if you were to go to Baekjung in K-Town in New York, I mean, for 2 people, you're talking about maybe $130. So it's really, really inexpensive here. You could eat a lot of food, massive amounts of dinner for very, very low cost. Here's another one of the glasses stores. I don't know if you can see this, I'll try to zoom in. But there's just walls and rows of contact lenses. You can see them right there. And you literally just walk in, you tell them your prescription, and you can buy it right off the shelf. It's unbelievable. In America, it is so impossible and so expensive to get contacts. I would have to call up the 1-800 contacts. If my prescription expired, I'd have to go back to the doctor, which would take a few days, and then the contacts were probably quadruple the price than they are here. Another thing I love about Korea are all the bakeries. They're amazing. You can see all the different type of stuff that they have. But isn't that an amazing view? I mean, look all the way in the background here. Just that backdrop of the mountains is incredible. Now, the higher up you go in the mountains, you'll see a lot of the single family homes and the duplexes. And it is very, very quiet up there. It is unbelievable. And then you could drive down into the town, or if you just want to get a condo or an apartment, there's tons of them right here, which is very close to everything you would need. Oh, this is a tteokbokki place, which is like a rice cake dish, which is very, very popular here in Korea. Tteokbokki, very good. There's those umbrellas again that you could stand under. Another thing that I find really interesting, and we'll see if we pass one, is they'll have these convenience stores with no employees, and they're open 24 hours a day. I don't think that would ever work in the United States. So it's like a 7-Eleven, no employees, you just open the door, you pick up what you want, and you just use a self-checkout kiosk to get your food. That would just never work. And here's the bus stop. It tells you exactly how far away the bus is. And the rough estimated amount of time you have to wait.
내가 봤는데 이 근처에서.
Here's yet another coffee house. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think about Yongin. It has everything you need, you're close to everything, but yet it's so peaceful. It's just such a nice change, especially if you're from a major city like Seoul. Yeah, man, like, look at this. So these are the bike racks in Korea. But nobody locks up their bikes. Ooh, I think this is where they sell the Korean salt bread. This is also very popular here. I think this is one of the stores. 안녕하세요. 감사합니다. 안녕히 가세요. We could check out the walking trail here. It's just such a nice day. Usually in the summers here in Korea, it gets extremely hot and extremely humid. And it's very cold in the winters too. hopefully I'll be able to upload a walk of Seoul, Korea. I'm going to be going to a few different places in Seoul, which I think you guys will like, but I wanted to bring you to kind of a neighborhood that is more low-key. Even though this city has a population of 1 million people, it spans over a longer, further landmass. But you kind of get the best of both worlds. You can get single-family living if you live up in the mountains. You get lots of peace and quiet, but you live virtually next to, I mean, you saw it, hundreds of coffee shops, cafes, restaurants. It's very cool. And this is the train. And if you transfer, it takes you right into Seoul. Yeah, it's funny, even though there's no vehicles coming, nobody crosses the street. Here you have to wait for the light. So you'll see the countdown. We have about 4 more seconds. And then it'll turn, and then everybody could start to walk. Alright, if you guys enjoyed that walking tour around Youngin, Korea, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and hopefully over the next coming days I should have more walking tours from around Korea, specifically Yongin-si and Seoul. Thanks so much for watching.